Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Thursday Sports Page. We begin tonight with high school wrestling, a tri-meet taking place between Bowie, Largo, and host Central last night. Let's get down to Central High School for the action. We'll do so with the 170-pound match between Bowie's Shamari Stewart and Largo's Brandon Williams. And here is Stewart going to work, taking down Williams. Then he'll score a point with the reverse right there, and the Bulldogs are ahead. Williams comes back for Largo, and here's the takedown right here, and he's going to score 2 points. Then Williams with the advantage later in the match, but watch the escape right here by Stewart for Bowie, and he's going to gain the advantage right here. Later on in the exchange, he's going to pin Williams' shoulders to the mat, and that's going to be a victory for Stewart and the 170-pounder. 2:20 now. Holden Keene for Bowie takes down Jacoby Boone from the opening whistle, and he's going to hold that position, and about 10 seconds later, he gets the pin. That match lasted 19 seconds. We move on to the heavyweights now, and this match was back and forth. Not a lot of points scored, and we were in the second period. 1-0 now for Omar Ahmed from Bowie, and he gains the advantage right here, and he's going to get the pinfall. Bowie wins this match, and they will win the tri-meet, and they are now 4-1. On the season. We move on now to college basketball. After beginning the season 1-2 with losses to Oregon and South Korea and to Northeastern and Puerto Rico, Georgetown has now won 6 straight games, including 4 in a row at home. They now hit the road this weekend to take on number 18, Kansas.
They're a lot. I mean, they're a very good team. They're one of the more talented teams in the country. They have one of the better coaches in the country. It's one of the more difficult venues in the country to play. And so there's a lot of challenges.
We're heading to Kansas. You know, Kansas is a historic, basketball program, and it's a really, really tough place to play. And they're very good. You know, they got some very notable guys, all around college basketball this season, and we're excited to go, have a tough road test. They're always a very huge team going into the season, and it's a great test for us before we get started with league play. And they do some things that obviously we've struggled a little bit with dealing with this season. So how well we deal with this should be able to set the bar for the rest of our season.
Tip-off is at noon on Saturday from Lawrence, Kansas. To the NBA, the Wizards were on the road last night in New York City to take on the struggling Brooklyn Nets. Let's get to the Barclays Center for the action in last night's game, and we will do so with the Wizards ahead, and John Wall finds Bradley Beal in the corner, and that's a three-pointer, and that's good, and the Wizards push their lead ahead. Brooklyn would come back, and we are now in the fourth quarter. Nene going to take the pass right here, and no one's going to stop the big center, and he's going to dunk this one home. And then, with a three-point game later in the fourth quarter, it's going to be Beal to Nene. He hands it back to Beal, and that's a three-pointer, and that ices the game for the Wizards. They win this one by a final score of 113-107. And the Wizards are now off until Saturday. They will take on the Boston Celtics at noon. Major League Baseball. The Orioles acquired outfielder David Lowe from Kansas City for infielder Danny Valencia. Lowe hit .286 with 5 home runs and 33 runs batted in last year for the Royals. The Nationals traded outfielder Corey Brown to the A's. They get cash considerations in return, and that is your Thursday Sports Page.